Everybody, happy Saturday morning. Blessings, goddesses. It is such an honor and treat to be here with my dearest friend, Hannah Marie Dakini. She is going to be sharing with us some codes on epic self-care practices as well as ceremonial living. Hannah is a yogini. She's a certified ecstatic tantrika practitioner, a yoga teacher, and she is on a mission to help men and women remember their inherent power and perfection and find their inner shimmer and let it blow out into the world. She offers international retreats, and I've actually had the opportunity to lead the Modern Glam Goddess retreat with her, which is super fun. That was in the summer of 2017, last summer. And she is currently in Costa Rica at Danyasa Retreat Center, hosting ceremonies, retreats with Reiki, shamanic singing, and plant medicines like cacao ceremonies. And so we welcome you, Hannah. We are so grateful that you are here. I know that you've been super busy with all that you do, so it's such a treat to have your voice here with us today.
Yes, I catch that. Thank you so much for having me, Allie. Life is such an adventure, and taking care of myself has gotten me here. I really believe that the more that I can show my body love, the easier it is for me to really stay in alignment with what I really desire and then make those decisions based on what's going to get me the most pleasure, the most fun, and the most radiant experience. So I'm so grateful to see you, to be with you, and to have this conversation for women everywhere.
Thank you. And you totally, I just have to say, when Hannah and I have known each other actually for a while and hadn't seen each other for 7 years, and then we're reunited serendipitously, spontaneously in Bali while she was there doing yoga, and I was just, on a self-marriage, self-exploration pleasure journey. And it's said that Bali is the sacral chakra of the world, and it was very timely for me to go there because I was just doing this deep internal sacral work of my womb wisdom and my juicy femininity. And here's Hannah, and she's all things juicy and self-care and pleasure to me. And when we reunited, it was like the codes of pleasure came back into my reality. I realized how much I had got stuck in this overwhelmed, patriarchal model society of go, 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 don't slow down, because if you slow down to self-care, that's taking up time when you could be, filing your bookkeeping or doing a post or going out and doing this. I was so caught up in the go, 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 which is why I needed that long vacation and to marry myself on the beach in Thailand and travel around Southeast Asia. But when I met Hannah, it was that was the missing piece. She embodies this, filling your cup up first so it overflows to give back to others, to just naturally flow so you can give to others. She embodies that, and she helped me wake up and realize how I was stuck in this old paradigm. So I just want to honor you, Hannah. You've brought you've brought so much to my life. And so we'd love to hear it from you, from the self-care enthusiast.
Yes.
Yeah. Why give to yourself first? Why fill your cup? How is this helpful to us by giving up, or by giving to ourselves first?
Okay. First, just calling on Sarasvati, letting the words flow through me. They say it even on airplanes, right? If something is happening in life and you need to support other people, put your own oxygen mask on first. And I want to take that to the next level, is that we're out of the paradigm of surviving. It's time to thrive as women, especially. Yes, it's up to us to just to really bring this Garden of Eden into the world right now. And so for me as a giver, when I give to people, which is what I love to do, I'm so passionate about being in service. I want my service to really come with an authentic smile, an authentic radiance, that inner shimmer that is really held and being nurtured within myself, because I value authenticity and I value vulnerability. So if I'm giving from an authentic place, that means I'm really taking care of myself. And so when I get to take care of myself, I get to take care of other people in a much more honest capacity. I can slow down. And I don't have to give from a place of need. Like, I don't need anything from them. They could hug me and say goodbye after I've given them whatever. And it's like, okay, thank you for being there. It's because I'm choosing to give, knowing that I'm already whole, I'm already holy. I have everything within me. And that is just the world that I want to create, is this really outward, this ripple of bigger and better and more. And it starts by just filling myself up with bigger things, better things, and more love.
Absolutely. Well said. And I can just reflect on that. The times that I am making space and giving to myself are the times that I show up deeply for my clients or deeply for anyone that's around me. You know, we can't plan things in life. Things pop up suddenly that we have to tend to. We have people in our life that suddenly are asking for our help. And if we're in this like chaotic energy, needing to feel grounded, needing to take care of ourselves, it's harder to show up in those moments when others need us. And so I've just realized how important it is to start the day from a place of inner stillness. I love to do the womb breaths in the morning, placing my downward facing triangle over my womb and taking 5 deep breaths into my creative cave of ancient feminine wisdom. And yeah, just like starting the day off like a goddess and knowing this like inner creative process and love and self-worth, it really does flow out so that we can hold more space for others. And I want to say hi to everyone that's here so far. So, Gabriella. Hi, Gabriella. Really? Yeah, she says, my 2 favorite beings. We love you too. So, yeah, anyone that's watching this, we would love for you to introduce yourself, to say, hey, maybe where you're from, and what's your favorite self-care technique? What do you love to do that really helps you feel grounded and nourish your love cup up? And if you need tips, like if you feel like you have questions, please ask questions too. This is your chance to ask us anything. We're here to support you. This is a sacred sisterhood, and we're here to hear our stories and here to support each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I speak to that?
Please.
Yeah. So I have such an affinity for women taking care of themselves, because we are all so beautiful and so perfect. And, you know, I know the paradigm that we're moving out of has a lot of emphasis on like jealousy or like judgmentalism. And the reality is, though, that we can all celebrate each other, and that we can celebrate how simple it is to just come back to the radiance that we have within. And so self-care does not have to be always traveling to Thailand and taking 3 months vacation, although I love it. Put that in your calendar for sure. But it's those simple things that are unique to each woman that allow her inner beauty, allow your inner beauty out there, whoever is watching, to shine through. And when we love ourselves so much, we magnetize these beautiful experiences, these beautiful friendships, because it's within us. And then we just become these beacons of light for other beacons of light to shine and to reflect, so that we can continue to connect our golden threads, our golden lights, transcending space and time, creating this wonderful grid all around the world, a global grid of golden threads, lighting the world and changing the energy on the planet right now, so that the feminine can rise.
Yes, please, and more. I just have to take some giggles for all of that.
It's so true.
Oh my gosh. Hana, as you're speaking, it's reminding me of this game that we played in the car out to the Oregon Eclipse Festival where we taught at. And I want to, I'd love to share that. So anyone who's watching this, so as you hear Hana speak, she's very, I would say her words are very poetic and they're very positive. And there's this whole reality that the words we speak are literally creating our reality. And so when we are saying things that are in alignment with our heart, and we're, you know, saying things of visions of what we're going to do as if we're already doing it, it can be really powerful for manifesting our life and for helping us get in touch with these deeper feelings that we're looking for, of bliss and sensuality and calmness. And so when we were on our way out to Oregon Eclipse, we played this epic game called Writing Your Story. And Hannah, if you feel like you want to share that technique, we would love to hear it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Is this the same as like Good Gossip where
Yeah.
we're writing? Okay,
yeah.
cool. Perfect.
It's how you manifested your airplane, or sorry, your hot air balloon ride.
Oh my goodness. I forgot about that. I manifested a hot air balloon ride where I asked for my own hand in marriage. It was fantastic. Allie actually inspired me to wed myself during the eclipse. And yeah, I'll just quickly finish this story and then I'll share, ladies, with you how it happened. I was giving massages and I was doing a body blessing over this amazing man, singing his heart song back to him. And he offered me a hot air balloon ride. Right, got engaged to myself and married myself. And how it all happened was this. Allie and I are very potent manifestors, and I know you out there too, sisters, are as well. So we would basically talk and share our dreams, just talking about our desires, talking about our wants, building momentum, getting excited, feeling the energy of it, sharing that with our partners. There are a few of us in the car. And then it's all about talking about it like it's already happened. So say I'm calling in, well, I'm in the jungle right now. So I'm calling in seeing a sloth today. And so I'm telling Allie, man, Allie, I'm so excited to see this sloth. And it just feels so good to see this sloth chilling in this tree. And Allie goes, wow, now that Hannah has seen a sloth in the jungle, she's just radiating. She loves that she has a pet sloth. And essentially, when we act like we've already seen our dreams come to fruition, it allows our bodies to align to that frequency so that we begin to make decisions and follow the breadcrumb trail back to our heart's desires. So if that's something you ladies want to offer us too, something you're calling into your life so that we can support you and hold you in that vibration, we'd love to read that in the comments as well.
Yeah. And notice, like, as your day goes on, if you notice that you're using the words, I can't do this, or this is challenging, or I'm overwhelmed, like, those are affirmation statements. It's important to honor where we're at, but also recognize, well, what do we want to embody? So if I'm overwhelmed, normally I slow down, take a breath, and ask the universe, I'm ready to expand time. Bring me solutions that I can recognize, like the route, the way that's easiest and most pleasurable. And I'll start to call that in and then speak my story, as Hannah was saying, like, wow, I'm so grateful that this day turned out epic. There was enough time. I was in the flow. The answers were coming before I even needed to ask them. I love sharing that vision and creating my story as I go to call in more of what I do desire, to get out of the old paradigm of there's not enough time, there's lack in the world, I can't do this. So we would love to hear, what are you calling in? What's your story? And use I am statements like, I am this. I'm so grateful that I'm living like this. And you know, allow yourself to feel those desires, allow yourself to express them, because when we really get in touch with that and honor these desires, which are really just, like Hannah was saying, the breadcrumbs, the clues to help us create epic lives and help us serve the whole in a greater way using our magical gifts. When we really listen to those desires and explore them, that's when the magical epic juiciness of life just unfolds for us.
Yes.
So please share, but we do have a comment from Gabrielle from earlier on self-care. She says, after a shower, moisturizing my body with natural oils and loving care and appreciation to my beautiful skin that holds this vessel. Oh, that is beautiful. I hear like just a lot of honoring of, yeah, the body and you know, this body carries us around. We do so much with this body. We birth babies, we, you know, create businesses, we take care of others, and yeah, just really honoring this vessel. It's so beautiful. Thank you, Gabriella. Okay. We'll let others write down what they'd like. I also wanted to reflect on earlier what you were saying about sisterhood and how exquisite is it to do self-care practices with your sisters? Because in ancient tribal times, we were in communities. We were doing the yoni steams together. We were there for each other in our self-care practices. And when we are living, you know, in our own spaces and we're feeling lonely and we're wanting to self-care, it's beautiful to give ourselves self-care, but how epic is it to do it with your sisters and feel that close community connection while you're nourishing yourself? And oh, go ahead. Is there anything you want to share or reflect on?
Yeah, I just, you know, in a number of my tantric trainings, a lot of the emphasis really is on sisterhood. The visual of a valley comes into mind. Men are very similar to peaks, where you put a couple peaks together and there's not just one mountain. But women and women are like valleys. So when you bring a number of women together, it creates a depth that is unparalleled. And being able to drop into the feminine in that way, and to open up the banks of the river and say yes to more expressions of the goddess in the physical form, it's so beautiful to create a space where women can soften. And there is so much truth to just spending time with your sisters. It clears our eyes, it clears our complexions, it opens up our voices. So sisterhood is so sacred, and it's so special. And yeah, thank you.
We have a comment. It's from Carissa. She says, ooh, this is her story that she's writing. She says, I am expressing the beauty of the divine through my artwork and appreciation of nature and beauty all around. Carissa, that is gorgeous. Yes, you are. I feel that for you.
Yes.
Beautiful. For anyone who is just joining, we're writing our stories as if they are already happening. This is our desires, our dreams, our most epic versions of ourselves. We are connecting with that and writing it as if it already is our reality, because that's how we manifest it. And that's a beautiful form of self-care.
Really.
So, yeah, so Hannah, I want to dive deeper with you into this topic of ceremonial living. So I feel like you really embody the ceremony in your life and what you do, as well as you're at Danyasa right now and you're offering actual. Oh, do you want to share something?
Yeah, I'm at Koravita and Danyasa.
Oh, that's.
I have 2 retreat centers that I work with now. I'm so blessed that the abundance of the community is overflowing. Danyasa is a dance vinyasa studio in Dominical, and Koravita is a heart-centered, community-based living space that supports families, friends, unplugging from the day-to-day matrix and plugging back into sustainable living, healthy lifestyle, plant-based eating. It's in Capo. So I just want women to hear both of these names, because these are places that I do ceremonies and retreats at in Costa Rica. So
yeah. Oh, that's beautiful. Look at you, epic manifester.
I have paradise on top of paradise for women to come join me as they drop back into their sensual sweetness.
Oh, sensual sweetness. Yes, please. So yeah, I would love to drop deeper into this idea of ceremonial living. And you offer ceremonies at this retreat with plant medicines like cacao. Would you like to share just some reflections on any of this to help the women help us understand, what is this ceremonial living? What are these plant ceremonies that you do?
Thank you. Sweet. Yeah, there you go. Ceremonial living for me is the easiest way for me to maintain my connection to the divine spark within and the 3D world, because Tantra says that we are all, that I get to have a body and physical sentence, and I also get to transcend space and time, and to be a multidimensional being that can create anything with the swipe of a hand, with the intention, with the words that I speak. So for me, offering myself as an ambassador of this goddess, as an anchor for the divine feminine, waking up each morning really intentionally, moving in a way that is present and aware, honoring my temple body. It just reminds me that there's so much more to each moment than we see. And when I can bring that omnipotence, that beauty, that infinite energy and potentiality into my actions, they're so much more potent, so much more symbolic. Even washing the dishes is something that like I really practice cleansing the spirit each moment. It's just offering like, okay, you know, this could be a mundane task. Anything could be mundane. And that's part of my life, is like, how can I make the mundane magical? How can I make each moment more and more exciting, be in my bliss, be in my joy? And so taking these little things that really just get swept under the rug, that are every day, you know, simple tasks that we have to do, really making them an expression of spirit. I know that it allows me to live a much more rich life.
Just honoring what you just said. It's so potent. It's powerful.
Yeah, and so I want to bring it back now too to ceremonial consumption of plant medicines. I have been working with cacao very strongly recently, and you know, cacao is something that has hit the society in a beautiful way. It's a superfood. People drink it in their smoothies every day. Goodness, I eat a lot of cacao. I eat a lot of cacao, guys. Cacao and avocados for life. And when we come together in ceremony and we pray over what we're doing, when we pray over our food, when we offer our beverages, mantras, and intention, and we infuse that into our bodies, especially being seen within our community, it offers us the opportunity to infuse the intentions into our life, to support the community that we're working with, and to just open up to a greater awareness of who we are and who we're becoming. So the cacao ceremonies that I've been doing recently have been in community. We take a large dose of cacao, we sing together, we dance together, we de-armor the body, we let go of the stress and the tension, we make it safe, first of all, to do that, so that it isn't, I'm really trying to make it the norm too, to be vulnerable and to let people like cry, to let people scream, to let people express that, you know, sometimes things aren't easy. And then to come back to love, because it does, even the hardest of challenges is easy when we come back to love and when we can support each other in community, and to know that, you know, I'm doing the work, you're doing the work, and we can exchange our toolbox so that we can maintain a harmony, a homeostasis within the relationship. So ceremonially consuming cacao, using the intentions that we have to be a catalyst for our lives. I even like hosting them around the new moon. I'm doing something this new moon at Danyasa so that we can enjoy the cacao. It can de-armor our bodies, open our hearts. And in that place, that really clear place, we can set the intentions for this next month, see the other people in our communities doing the same, and witness each other in really saying yes to that expanded consciousness, that expanded beingness. I'm so excited.
Beautiful. I'm excited too. Yeah. And what's coming up for me, and I think Krista says she so resonates with this. We love you. We're glad that you're here. Anyone else who'd like to comment and reflect on their self-care or ask us questions, we have a bit more time left. But what's coming through what you're saying is, I'm thinking just for anyone who's watching this, if you'd like to come into your body, we're talking about this expression, this sensuality, this vulnerability, this slowing down. And so often when something happens that is triggering for us and traumatic for us and shocking for us, we stop, we hold our breaths, and we don't speak. We hold it in. And that can store those emotions in our system. And what Hannah is saying, like being able to feel safe and express with others without judgment is so freeing and so healing. So I think wherever we're at right now, unless you're driving, maybe you can do a little bit of this while you're driving. If you want to sit with your spine erect and just kind of sway your body, maybe do some hip circles. Maybe open your heart, relax your shoulders, or maybe you want to shake it. Maybe you're feeling like you need to shake your body. Whatever it is, just allow yourself to like move. Let that energy like move through you. Do we all feel different?
And then always coming back to the core, back to that crystalline core that is immovable, that cannot be touched by anything but love. We shake off everything on the outside, all illusions, all tension, all stress, so that we can come back to the truth of who we are, which is the divine.
So Hannah, I know that you have an amazing retreat coming up in Costa Rica. It's all about the Kundalini energy, and can we hear more about it?
Yeah.
Please.
Oh my gosh. I'm so excited. I just actually finished writing the full schedule last night, and Kundalini Rising, it's a Shakti activation, a tantric journey to consciously create your life. We will be using tools that we've kind of brushed upon today, because energy goes where attention, what is it? Attention flows where energy goes. What's that quote?
I think I know what you're talking about. Energy flows where, yeah, either energy vice versa.
Right? So essentially what we're going to be doing is using this momentum, building momentum within the body, activating the Kundalini, and then using that energy to disperse and dispel any blocks within the chakra body, so that we can get really clear and focused on our purpose, our passion, on your purpose, your passion, and continue to cultivate that, to make decisions based on that, so that you as a woman can be living your dream, saying yes to your heart's desires, and really bringing your energy, your essence, your codes right now that are so needed on this earth into the light. Yeah, I mean, Costa Rica is such a rich place to be, and this work can be challenging. You know, it's hard sometimes to look at the areas of our life that are not working, but when we do it together in sisterhood, there's so much compassion and there's so much safety to be held by one another, and to also mirror, like, we've all been there. We've all gone through trials. We've all gone through tribulations. And there are tools that can get us back in alignment with our highest yes, embodying the highest frequency of love. So together we will learn about the tantric lineage, what it means to be in our fierce feminine power, and how we can activate this infinite life force energy that is within each and every one of us, and use it to channel up through the body and out into our lives. Because as within, so without. So it's really an inside job here. And when we can work on ourselves, we allow the world to open up, to mirror back, and to reflect what it is that we really desire and what's going on.
Beautiful. And my experience being in Costa Rica, just the land itself was like the most deep connection I had felt to the mother, to Pachamama, and to the mother and myself. And when I left Costa Rica, there were some things I was still patching up with my own mother from our relationship when I was a teenager, and things kind of got crazy because I was a little rebellious and I had a big epic vision. I found that just this deeper connection to Pachamama, to the mother and the mother inside myself, was something that actually helped heal the relationship between me and my birth mother. So it's really interesting how much that land just can embody those codes. And yeah, Hannah, that sounds amazing. We're gonna post, if you want to post your retreat in the Modern Goddess Lifestyle group, I think you have before, but maybe post it again. We'll post it to this video. And I just want to say I love you, sister. I'm honoring you, and I'm so grateful that you have shared this wisdom with us today. And so all the women that are watching, we encourage you to continue. If you have questions or comments that you didn't get to write during the live video, continue to write them. We can answer them. And yeah, I'm just so blessed to have Hannah in my life. She actually was a part of my Juicy Feminine Living course that we're on week 3 right now. We started yeah, it's a whole process of creating this foundation of self-care, hormone balance, clearing the womb, rising the Shakti, and then manifesting with that energy. And she has just presented on week 3, self-care, sensuality, pleasure codes. And I love you, Hannah. Like, I love you so much. So
I love you too.
all right. So to close this epic sisterhood share, place one hand over your womb, your left hand over your womb, your right hand over your heart. Sit with your spine erect. Imagine your roots growing down into Mother Earth, into Gaia. Feeling trust, feeling the mother supporting you. Breathe up that energy through your womb, your creative center, up into your heart, shoulders back, feeling all the expansive love of the sisterhood. And exhale, letting that go, feeling more present in your goddess temple. Loving you all and hoping that you have the most exquisite weekend of self-care, pleasure, sacred pause. We love you. Take care, everybody.
Ciao.